Hey everybody, it's Alicia.
Hi. Hi,
Hi,
everybody.
what's up? What's up? Seela, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Yes, you are blessed. And that's what your name is on Facebook. We can all see it right there. So I like that. I like that you call yourself blessed, but we know you as also
Mm.
as Seela, right?
Yes, Celia, yes.
Celia. So, all right. Sorry about that
That's
pronunciation.
okay. That's
So,
okay. That's okay.
what do you prefer to be called though? Blessed or Celia? Or money, money.
Anyone. Anyone. That's okay. That's okay.
It's okay. Hey guys, well, I am doing this live from my bed, and hey, that's the beauty of being an online entrepreneur. We are in business wherever we are. Sheila, you said you were not. Did I mispronounce your name again?
No,
Celia.
no. No, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Okay, Celia, you said you were going to do it from bed too, but I guess
Yes.
you're not as lazy as me. But yes, everybody, I
Yeah.
am in bed. See my pillows right there.
That's actually where I work from, Beth.
That's where you were.
Yes.
Internet
Yes.
entrepreneurship is the way to go, people. If you are not an internet entrepreneur yet, we're going to tell you how you can be one. And tonight, we're interviewing one of our star students, an amazing lady who's on all of these lives. I feel like you're on all of the lives, aren't you?
Yes.
All
Yes.
these
I
words,
don't miss any of them.
any of them. You know, today is the first day you're not going to be in the comments.
Yes, I know, and I miss it.
I am going to miss you in the comments. Let's see what Lakeisha has to say. She said you're her girl, right? She says me and
Yeah.
Andy are watching.
Hi, Andy.
Shane says in bed all day, every day. Look at y'all
Absolutely.
enjoying this laptop lifestyle. Sharon says hi. So, you know,
Hi,
we
Sharon.
we are totally enjoying this laptop lifestyle,
Most
um,
definitely.
aren't we?
Yes, yes, definitely.
Keisha says she's in bed right now. Girl, get out of bed. No, I'm just kidding. But we're excited to have you here with us today. I am in Kingston,
Thank you
Jamaica
for
right
having
now.
me.
Where are you? Where are you?
I am also in Kingston.
Okay. All right. Shout out to Kingston. Where are the rest of you joining us from? You guys in the comments so she can see where you're joining us from. If you're joining from Jamaica, where in Jamaica are you right now so that we can see where you're joining us from. Shashan says she's here in the comments to replace you tonight, so don't worry
I
about
hope so. Do me justice.
it. Do her justice. Faith Lynn, who's on every single one.
Hi,
Lakeisha's on every
Caitlin.
single
Yes.
one. Sharon is on every single one. Who else is on every single one? Shashan says she's joining us from Old Harbor. So welcome. The one thing about being an online entrepreneur and doing these lives, oh God, I just almost lost my laptop doing these lives, is that it doesn't matter where you live. You know, your clients are from all over the world. You can learn from anywhere, even in your bed. So
Absolutely.
we've got Lakeisha from Montego Bay, Carrie Kingston, Cheryl from Manchester, Flora Lee from Trelawney, June from Spanish Town, Patricia is representing Kingston 10, Faithlin Ochorio, Shane, Virginia, USA, Sandra Kingston, Shashan Old Harbor. So let's see, we've got Charmaine from Montego Bay. We got Montego Bay showing up tonight. Lobster from Portmore. So we've got people showing up from all over. So welcome everybody, and thank you so much for being here, right? And
So
into
Portmore, that's my birth.
Portmore is your birthplace. All right, you hear that, Lobster? Portmore is her birthplace. So you guys all know her as Blessed or Blessed because she is on every live, commenting right there on every live and giving everybody lots of love. So we're so excited to have her here today. Now, tell us one of the things that we told everybody when we were telling them to come watch the live tonight is that you have 13 services online. Is that right? You have 13 services online or
It's
13?
actually it's actually 14.
14. Okay, we were wrong. So tell us a little bit about those 14 services that you've got online, the 14 offers. What are they? What are you selling online?
The amazing thing is the 14 offers are all different. They're not related at all.
Right.
So I have web design, I have cold calling, I have let's see, I think article writing as well. Oh my God, a whole lot of things. I can't remember all of them right now, but I
Okay.
do a lot.
What is your favorite thing that you do?
Web design.
Web design. Oh, why is it your favorite thing?
I love creating.
Okay.
I love, I love doing that and then going back and looking at it and getting feedback from my clients, how much they love it and how unique it is because everybody's website looks different. So I always tell them that.
Wow. And did you take the web design class or did you learn on YouTube? How did you learn web design?
I actually learned on some on YouTube and on other courses because I did affiliate marketing,
You did the
internet marketing,
class,
and yes, so that kind of came under it as well.
and so you started there and you kept learning and kept getting better at web design.
Absolutely.
And so how much do you charge to design an average website?
Well, through Fiverr, from $150 all the way up to $500, it's depending on what they want, how much pages, what they want, because it depends. Because some clients will say that they want 3 pages, some will want only 1 page, and they will tell you some specific things that they need, so the money goes up based on what they need. So if I'm doing it from a website now, that's like from $600, $800, $1,000. Oh.
Good girl. So Sandra said that you have a lot of skills. That is true. You do have a lot of skills, don't you?
Yes, I do.
And you're addicted to learning as well, just like myself and Lakeisha.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't tell you. I've been on the internet from 2010, late 2010, and I decided that I was going to learn. I have this moral that I should learn a new skill at least 1 month, at least every month or every 2 months. I should learn a new skill. I'm even learning like 3 skills in a week. So I am addicted to learning. And my brain just keeps taking it in.
Welcome to the club. It's such a great feeling. Tell me, how does it feel when you do a service for a client, they leave you this amazing review? How does that feel that you're working for yourself, you're doing this service, your customers love you? How does it feel?
It feels amazing because I promised myself I would not be working for anybody for the rest of my life. So it feels amazing. Not only getting the money, getting the review, knowing that I helped someone with a problem, and knowing that I got tipped because I'm always getting tips. I'm always getting tips because I go above and beyond. I am a perfectionist. I don't like doing unfinished things or,
Right.
I have to go all out, and some of my clients are always leaving me. If you check my reviews, they're always saying she went above and beyond. She didn't stop until it was done and stuff like that. I don't give up. I can't give up.
You don't give up. You can't give up. What's the biggest tip you've ever received? Do you remember?
$25.
All right, and that felt good.
$25 on a $15 order.
Wait,
so I got more tips.
Bigger than the order.
Bigger than yes.
And did you do
and I was in the Fiverr forum, and because the way you guys see me in the chat talking and stuff, that's just how I am. I'm in the forums, I'm talking, I'm participating, and somebody was saying in the forum that you don't get the tip that you get is based on the order amount. So I had to show them the screenshot and everything, and I said no. I did a $15 order. It was actually a $5 order with a $10 extra, and then she gave me $25, and then the day after that I got another order and they also tipped me $25. So I'm like, okay, this week is $25 a week.
And that feels great, right?
Really, really, really happy. I was really happy because the order I did, it was very frustrating because it should have took me like 5 to 10 minutes. But we had some hiccups and stuff like that. She wasn't even responding, so I was getting frustrated. And then you know, I just had to find a way because I always believe there is a way above everything. Either you go over it or around it, but there's always a way. So I didn't stop until I found a way. I contacted support on her behalf, 3 different supports on her behalf until it was taken care of. So she thought I did the tip. So
And you
I
told
was
her
happy.
everything that you did, correct? Like,
Yes, yes, she knew. Yes, she knew because she had to give me access to certain things. So she knew.
so she knew. And she
Yeah.
showed you how much she appreciated it in that tip,
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh
And then
yeah.
that felt good. That felt good.
Yes, it
You guys,
did. It did.
I've heard of our students doing an order for $5 and getting $100 tip. You know, it's not
Can you imagine?
yeah,
Yes.
it's
That means you over delivered. Yes, they're
pretty
happy.
delivered.
Yes. Yes.
So you guys heard it. Her word for today, or at least so far, is over deliver. I want you guys to all write that in the chat box. I'm going to write it up. Over deliver. You know, we talk about it all the time. It's like never deliver,
Yes.
always over deliver, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
when you go to deliver a gig, make sure that you never deliver the gig. Make sure that you over deliver on that gig. So I think that's a really big thing, because sometimes people do, and I don't know why, but they do the minimum amount required. Like somebody pays you to do something, they do the minimum amount required, which gets you the minimum review required.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
sure, you
Yes.
can just do the
Yes.
gig, but
You
why
have
do it?
you have to wow your client.
Right.
I believe in that. You have to wow them, and then I have a lot of returning clients.
Okay.
And a lot of my clients, they inbox me. I don't go searching for them, though I should, but they inbox me. I get a lot of inboxes.
They inbox you. That's really great. And I know Danette and a bunch of our students always talk about the fact that you can go back to your clients and inbox them and ask them if they need anything.
Reach out to them.
Yeah.
I do that sometimes. Yes, I do that sometimes. I have a client that I do articles for. He's the only one I'm writing for at the moment. I do articles for his Shopify store. And sometimes I will reach out to him because he's very busy. He told me he just bought 2 houses, so he's busy and stuff. So sometimes I will reach out to him when I see like 3 days have passed and I haven't heard from him. I'm like, do you need any articles today, or stuff like that? And he say, oh yes, I do. And yeah, so you have to improvise. You have to reach out because
And
you want the money. They want your service, yes, but you want the money.
And you're doing some work for him right now. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm doing work for him right now.
Okay. All right. That's awesome. So those repeat customers really make a big difference. So what is the biggest order you've ever received? You said the biggest tip is $25 and it was on a $15 order. And then right after that, you got another $25 tip. What about the biggest order you've ever received? What's that?
That was $174.
Okay.
For
and what was that for?
$174. Yes. $174 for web design.
For web design. All right. So you really love that web design.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So is that the gig right now that's making you the most money, website design?
Yeah. And I think my top gig though is privacy policy.
Privacy policy. Yep. Tell us a little bit about that. Tell us a little bit about privacy policy. What are you selling there?
Well, privacy policy, we all know, well, I hope we all do know that as long as you have a website and apps are requiring it now, you need privacy policy on it. That means it tells people what you'll do with their information, what they're allowed to do with your information or your stuff on your website and stuff like that. So you're protecting yourself from being sued in case of anything. So you lay out everything in detail of what they are allowed to do and not allowed to do, and what covers you and what covers them, and what you are doing with their information that you receive. So like their email, their credit card information, and their name, telephone number, and stuff like that, because we know some people will sell them. So they will try to assure you in their privacy policy that they will not do that. So, and your information is safe with them. Yeah. So that's basically what the privacy policy does. And Google requires this. It's a requirement by Google. You have to have them.
Yes. And you can't advertise on Facebook, Instagram, Google AdWords, and send traffic to a website that doesn't have
without the privacy policy, right? It needs to be on it. It has to be on it.
my assistant just added it to, you know, my next website that's going up. We always make sure that that privacy policy is there. So tell us about some of the other gigs that you do. What else do you do?
Oh my God. Wow. Can somebody help me out?
Do you do transcription? Somebody's asking about getting paid to type. Do you do transcription?
I kind of do transcription, but all right, let me explain the transcription part.
Okay.
I am on Go Transcript.
Yep.
I don't know if anybody know about Go Transcript, but it's hard to get on there, like, you know. So I have a YouTube channel, and I posted that I got through on Go Transcript, and people have been asking me from that day, how did you get on? Tell me what you did, and so I'm saying I can't do that. Somebody said they tried 20 times and they were denied. I'm like, well, if you try 20 times and you were denied, it's not for you. Leave it alone. So I did the exam, I did the test, and then I did the transcription test as well. And on the website they have that they will contact you within 30 to 60 days. And they contacted me in 7 days and said, you're accepted.
Wow.
So yeah, so
and you had to do an exam for that to get accepted.
Yes, I did get a big pass mark, but I don't know. I like designing. I like using my creative skills. I love doing that. So I will do a little transcription now and then on the side, but I don't have a transcription gig on Fiverr.
Okay.
I did. I took it down.
Okay. What about a phone call gig? Do you have that? Do you have a phone call gig?
Yes, I have. Yes, I recently put that up as well. Because I had it before, but I took it down because I live in a complex and my background is sometimes very noisy. So I was like thinking, you know, I don't think this is the right one. To go back to how I got started on Fiverr as well. That is how I my first gig on Fiverr was voiceover.
Okay.
Yes, and I've seen you before, Alicia. I've seen you before years ago. I remember I signed up with Fiverr 2012, but I didn't do much with the account. Let me tell you, back then I was suffering from not going through syndrome.
Okay.
I would start stuff and then I would just leave it and move on to the next thing, and I wouldn't give it enough time to materialize. And I was suffering from that back then. So I left it alone. Then in 2013, because if you look at my gig, it will tell you I joined October, which is my month, 2013. And I didn't put up a gig then. So I just signed up. And I was on YouTube. I used to see your advertisement come on the TV and stuff. And I'm like, this lady saying you must take your laptop and come to Kingston. I'm an online girl. Can't bother with that. So I said maybe if she come online, I might set up, you know. But I kept seeing you advertising and stuff like that. And then I saw your interview with Simone on TVJ. So I'm like, this lady again. I was like, okay. So I went to YouTube and I searched for internet, you know, Jamaica. And I saw some of your videos. I saw your interview with this lady that said she was a young lady. She said she bought a car from her gig. I don't remember her name. And I was like, you were talking a lot about Fiverr. And I'm like, Fiverr? But I have Fiverr. So I can make money from using my voice. That's interesting. So I went there and I put up a gig for voiceover. And about 3 days later, I got an order. And I did that order. And I did 2 takes of the voiceover, and he was pleased. It was somebody from in the USA, and he was pleased. It was a dub point kind of thing, and he was pleased. And that was in March, the 11th of March, 2014. And never forget it.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Because that's when you made your first dollar online, right?
My first dollar on Fiverr. I've made money before, but it wasn't on Fiverr because, as I said, I was in internet marketing, so I was an affiliate. That's how I started out. I started out as an affiliate marketer. So I was working with ClickBank. I don't know if you know about ClickBank. I was working with ClickBank. So that's where I made my first dollar. It was $270 something or something like that. Yeah. So that's the first dollar I made online, $276 US.
Okay. Good for you. Kels said, same thing happened to me. I've been watching her and wanted to try, but kept putting it off. Do you guys notice that I'm like all over the place? I have YouTube videos and I advertise on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TV, because I'm also a marketer. So the part about internet marketing
all the time. Yes.
I love advertising. So I try to follow you guys around on the internet and get in your face and be like, you too can make money on the internet.
Yes.
It's my passion. I love the community that we've created, and I love you guys.
And the thing I love about your advertisements is that they really speak to you. You can tell that you have definitely gone through marketing. It really, because that's what they teach you. You have to speak to your audience, so you can really get that. Like you're grabbing somebody by the shoulder and saying, "You need to come sign up." Because this is for you.
This is my probably 15th or 16th year teaching, but I've been in it for 19 years. But, I only started teaching in Jamaica in 2010. My dad's from Jamaica and his whole family lives here. And I would just visit, but I officially moved here in 2012, I believe it was, 2012, 2013. But the biggest thing when I first started teaching in Jamaica is everybody was like, earning money online is a scam.
Scam, oh yeah, especially in that ear, yes.
Yeah. I have to really put myself out there and be like, look, my name is Alicia. You can touch me. Here's where my office is. Here's my phone number. That phone number that I gave out back in 2010 when I first started, I still have that same phone number. Dwight answers it for me now. But
was it a cell phone number or landline?
Cell phone number, yeah, cell phone number. So I can make sure that I always keep it. And so, people know that I'm not just this person coming in to teach really quickly and leaving, or trying to pull something over, because I'm putting my face on it, myself out there, and I have to be 1,000% sure that what I teach is amazing if I'm going to put my face, my brand, my reputation on the line for it. And I am. I'm 100% confident. Somebody called me today about speaking an event. And so doing a workshop, right, overseas. And so in the U.S., so I was like, for those of you who don't know, I live in Kingston, Jamaica. So when I got the phone call, we were talking about doing a workshop. I'm like, here's the one thing that I know. What I teach absolutely works as long as the person is hungry for it and they want to.
And will take action.
Yeah, and they'll take action. It doesn't matter, if I teach you and you're not going to take action, you're not going to do anything on it. So many people, I'm like, hey, make sure you put up 7 gigs. And they put up 2 and they call me and they're like, I haven't gotten an order yet. I'm like, really? Send me your Fiverr ID. They put up 2 gigs. I say, don't call me back until you have all 7 up. Like, why are you even, if I tell you to put up 7 and you put up 2, why are you even complaining about anything?
Instructions. Yeah.
So
if you're going to garner those skills, because that's how I ended up with so many gigs on my Fiverr, because I said to myself one day, I'm learning skills left, right, and center. What am I going to do with it? Because it makes no sense learning the skill and just keeping it in there.
That's right.
It needs to come out. It needs to come out, and people are wanting your services. They are willing to pay you. They may not be paying you big on Fiverr, but they want to pay you, because back then you didn't really have much big orders on Fiverr, but now you can have a $5,000, a $10,000 order, and it's amazing.
I want someone in our group to put up a gig for $10,000 and just tell me who's going to buy it from you. Somebody's going to buy it from you. So put up a gig. Gig for $10,000. Go for it. You guys are absolutely awesome. Tracy says, I thought Fiverr was not available to us here in Jamaica. Fiverr has been available since I have been on it, which is in 2010, which is when it opened. When I first got on Fiverr and looked to see how many Jamaicans were on, there were about 5 Jamaicans on Fiverr. Now there are thousands. You can't even count. Do not count, especially doing transcription, phone call service.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And now design is picking up.
Voiceover. And voiceover, too.
Voiceover, right? Voiceover must have been the first thing that we taught on Fiverr, maybe one of the biggest things that we taught. And then
Yes.
transcription kind of took over as the big thing. Just
Mm.
as voiceover became a little bit more difficult to do, but I need to show my voiceover gig. I did 2 voiceovers, 75 words. I got paid $75 for one, $90 for the other. You know, those were my gigs last week.
There you go.
Yeah, and I'm like, gosh, they took me. I just recorded on my phone, but it took me, I don't know, seconds, 45 seconds to do.
You know what I noticed back then too, Alicia,
Yeah.
is that a lot of people were hungry for Jamaican voices.
Yes.
I don't know what was going on, but they
Yes.
were very hungry for
Yes.
Jamaican voices. So
Yes.
it was pretty easy to get a voiceover order.
Yeah, it is. And I think it still is now, as long as you put in there, like in the title, I will do a voiceover for you in a Jamaican accent. The thing was, back in the day, we started teaching in Africa as well. I think I've been there 7 times, and I'm going back in October. But the thing is,
Wow.
in Africa, there was a shortage of African voiceover. So Aisha and Curtis and Andrew, a lot of the people who were doing like voiceover and DJ drops and stuff, were getting a lot of orders from Africa as well because,
Oh.
you know, we have a similar accent. But now there's
Yes.
a whole bunch of Africans out there, so from South
Yeah.
Africa especially. So, you know, the Jamaicans are still getting orders, but yeah, you definitely have to put yourself out there for
Out
voice.
there.
So Andrew says he's going to put up a gig for $10,000, and
What will that big gig be?
I don't know, Andrew, what's that gig going to be? And Shashan replied back to Andrew, "Of course you are, and you're going to get the orders, right?" So
Positive speaking. That's my thing.
positive speaking. This is such a great community of like-minded, positive individuals. So I love our people. So Jody says, "What is voiceover? Can you describe what voiceover is?"
Voiceover is simply just recording your voice from a script that the client may give you, or they may also ask you to come up with a script. So they may tell you the scenario, and that would be an extra charge, of course, or you may throw it in there as an over delivery. So yes, so voiceover is just recording your voice and reading off the script.
Right. So someone's going to give you a script to read that's usually advertising something that they have, maybe
Yes.
this cell phone case. So you're going to read it
Yes.
off saying the iPhone.
Or it may be for a telephone,
answering service.
answering service, and also for birthday big ups and radio and stuff like that.
Right. So Andrew said when he gets his order for the $10,000, he will share it so we all will see it. Andrew, you better put that up tonight.
Yes, we're holding you to it.
Yes, he's going to do it. So Shashan said that you did a voiceover recently for her VA animation gig.
Yes.
So somebody wants us to do an example of a voiceover. I'm just Googling a script for a commercial. Oh, sorry for my bed. Let me get a script really quickly so we can read a script and do a voiceover. Sample commercial. So I'm just Googling sample commercials really quickly. You know, Google is my best friend. Do you love Google?
I love Google, but YouTube is my best friend. Google is my second best.
Okay, Google's your second best friend. Where did this script go?
I actually go to YouTube first before I go to Google. Yes, I'm one of the weird ones.
All right, so I'm just going to show you guys, and somebody asked for, who was that asked for an example? So an example would be a client would send you a script. I just Googled for a script really quickly, and then you would read the script out. So here's a script. Actually, that's kind of a weird script. Let me see if I can find a better one. Try to just find a commercial. But basically, these are like more like movie scripts that I Googled. But basically, it's like a commercial that you're going to read out, or they're going to give you something to do that's a voiceover. So the last voiceover that I did was for, somebody wanted an animated video. So it was a scenario. So I was just reading the script. So it's like, meet Laura. Laura is a local business owner who owns a bakery. Times are tough for bakery owners like Laura, so Laura looks for a different solution than traditional advertising. So something like that. They gave me a script, I read it out, I send them back the audio, and that's what they pay for. So why would somebody pay for voiceover instead of doing the commercial themselves? Because they don't have a good voice, they're looking for a different accent, or, you know, a lot of people aren't confident in their voice, so they'll hire a professional voiceover artist to do it. So,
and it's funny that you mentioned the animation, because voiceover is being required a lot for animation. And I do animation too, so that's one of my gigs as well. I do animation as well. So, and video ads.
And video.
So they're coming back to me now. Yes.
So are you doing animation with Powtoon, or what are you doing animation with?
No, I don't use Powtoon. I have Toonly.
Yeah, Toonly, yeah.
I have Toonly, and another one that I cannot remember the name of it, for the love of it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I believe strongly in investing in yourself. I have tons of software. I have tons of courses and stuff like that. So I have, I think, three animated softwares that I bought.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I have Photoshop. I have Camtasia.
Of course.
You know.
So Shoshana is just saying, she's like, I'm not good. I guess she's talking about she's not good with her voice, so she asked you to do her voiceover for her, right? So.
She has a good voice.
I guess she doesn't think she has a good voice, so she said exactly. Yeah. Simone says, okay, nice. I'm going to create a voiceover gig. Thank you for that one. So yes, Simone, you should create a voiceover gig. So that is fantastic. So tell us a little bit about your day-to-day life as a freelancer. You do not work a 9-to-5 job, correct?
Absolutely not.
You said absolutely not, and you're never going to work a 9-to-5 job.
Nope.
Are you making enough money to take care of yourself? You have kids as well. Are you making enough money to take care? Huh?
I am making enough money to take care of myself. More is better. I'm aiming for that $10,000 per month, of course, and I'm speaking it. I'm manifesting it. I'm doing my confessions over it every single day. So I know it's coming. I'm working towards it. So my day to day, I am up all through the night. I go to bed like 9 o'clock in the morning. I am up straight through the night. I've been doing this from like 2010. Straight through the night, I am up until the morning. Well, give and take, because at some point during those years, I was doing a 9-to-5.
Okay.
So, So I will get a little rest during the day, maybe 2-3 hours, and then I'm back at either doing a course or doing some projects or stuff like that. But I'm always on my laptop don't turn off.
Like my poor laptop, it never turns off. I'm like, good girl, keep going, keep going.
Oh my God, the color in one of them, some color came up in one of them, and I know it's because of that.
Because you're not turning it off.
Yes, it's always
so
on.
When are you sleeping?
I have multiple screens open.
Do you sleep during the day sometimes?
Yeah, 2-3 hours maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't drink coffee.
You don't drink coffee?
No.
So you're a night owl. Shashan says that you're a night owl. You love the night.
She knows. You
love working through the night. Carrie says, are you required to do any drawings with animation?
No, the software does that. Yeah. The software takes care of everything.
I've got all those softwares as well, so maybe I'll do a special class on how to do that. Because Winnie says, hi Winnie. I've been talking to Winnie all day since morning, so Winnie doesn't sleep either. She's a day owl, a night owl, an all-day owl. You know, Winnie is very famous for when she started off her career, she went hard, and she was known.
Really. Oh, you did that. You did an interview with her the other day. Yes.
I did, yes. It was an amazing interview. I'm going to bring her back on again. She keeps growing, and she has so much to give. But she says animation is huge on Fiverr. You know, really great thing to do.
It is. What I noticed also is one of the skills that I'm trying to learn now is 3D. Where turning your product into 3D or converting 3D into that iPhone file and stuff. I realize there are a lot of them in the buyer's request, and I don't have that skill yet, so I'm working on that as well.
You just dropped an amazing tip right there. Say that one more time. Let's make sure that everybody got that tip. You snuck it in as a tip. You snuck it in. You didn't say, hey guys, here's the tip. And I want you to say, hey guys, here's the tip, and give us that lesson. Go.
Hey guys, here's a tip. Go to the buyer's request, and whatever you see in there that people are requesting that you don't have on your gig, make a gig for it. Learn that skill and then make a gig for it.
Woo! That is amazing. You guys got that? Got it in the comments. So she knows that you got that tip that she just dropped. That is just worth its weight in gold for so many people. We talk often about, like, if your client asks you for something that you don't do, learn that skill, set up a gig for it, deliver that service. But, you know, she's saying go into the buyer's request section and the gigs that you see people requesting a lot of that you can't do, you know, make sure that you take up one of those. Now, Andrew pointed out something when he was talking about you, and he says that you can see a lot of buyer's requests because your gigs are so varied on the different things that you do. Did you notice that when you started putting up more gigs in more different areas that you started seeing a wider variety?
Yes, I did. Mm-hmm. I did.
So
and also another tip is those requests that you're seeing that a small amount of people are sending proposals to. Those are the ones that you should try to learn if you don't know it. Because sometimes you will see a buyer's request and 20, 30, 50, 60 people are sending, I've already sent offers to it. And you will see, say, one for 3D and only 2 or 3 or 4 people have sent it. That means the skill is limited.
Right.
There are not a lot of people out there doing that. So you can do that.
Now, one thing that quite a few people have said on the interviews, I think Lakeisha said it, was that, you know, the buyer's gigs, like, she finds that hers refresh about 3 a.m. So she looks at it again like 3 a.m. or middle of the evening. Do you find that same thing? Are you looking at buyer's requests a lot?
Yes, 2:30, 3 a.m. in the morning, because I guess that's when the people from like India and those places start posting. And because we have to remember that we are not all under the same time zone. So clients will definitely be posting offers that early in the morning. And if you can be the first to jump on, do it.
Do it. For those of you who are night owls, where are my night owls? Just write owl in the comments, right? We can see where these owls are. There are a lot of, my sister is a total night owl. You know, I'm not so much a night owl. I will get up at 4 a.m., but I got to go to bed by midnight. So, you know, in my older age, we'll say.
Yeah.
I was younger.
I think it comes with the freelancing lifestyle. Yeah. I think it comes with it. Yes.
And I think I put a lot of years in freelancing that I'm, you know, a little bit different. But yeah, I definitely have been a night owl in my first 10 years, I guess you could say. But this is great. This is great. Now, you just dropped that knowledge bomb. What other knowledge bombs do you have to drop that you have not dropped yet? Give us another lesson.
Well, you always speak on over the number.
Yep.
And I can't stress on it anymore. When you get an order, and when you're approaching that client, especially if you are sending a proposal, be courteous, be pleasant. They can't see you, so you have to let that come out in your writing. You have to let it come out in the writing because they can't see you. So be courteous, say good day. If their name is available, use the name. They feel more comfortable when you address them by name.
So stop right there. What she's saying is to personalize your communication with the person, right? And when you're doing a buyer's request, because I put a buyer's request and I only read the people who actually restate what I had in the buyer's request. If I say, I'm looking for someone to do an animated video for, for dog trainers in Dallas, Texas. I'm looking for the person who says, hello, Alicia. I see that you're looking to do an animated video for dog trainers in Texas. I've done 20 animated videos for dog trainers. Here's some samples. Check me out. So I think there's a lot to be said about personalization. Anyone who just sends me a link to their gig and just shows me, that they can do it, but there's no personalization. I don't care how good they look. I pass them over. Just because
it's like you don't really care.
Yeah, just because they haven't taken the time. If they're not taking the time, at this stage in our trying to build a relationship, they're not going to take the time when it comes to, delivering the work.
You have to make the client feel that you're a partner in their business.
Right.
So that's basically it. You have to let them feel that you really do care, even if you don't, but you really do care that they want a video ad. They want to promote their business, So you have to come off as if you care that they want to promote their business, and you're hoping and you're going to deliver that. There's no guarantee, that people are going to watch that and buy their services or whatever, but you are selling that dream to them then, because that's what they want. Sure. So you have to talk to them too. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Talk to them. And I tell them, some of my clients will say, I'm sorry, this is a stupid question. And I get a lot of clients also that are their first time to Fiverr, because Fiverr will keep sending me that message. This person is new to Fiverr. Make them feel this and that and whatever. So I will say, no question is stupid. Ask me whatever you want. Ask me. I'm here to help you. And some of them will even ask my advice, because they end up getting free service too, because they will I will be advising them on what business to start. And I should put up a gig on that too. What business to start and how to go about it. What's the best platform to build such business on. I've been getting a lot of requests on of services to build Fiverr-like websites.
Right, okay.
Yes, so they want like freelancing websites, Upwork type thing and stuff like that. So I will have to be advising them on the type of hosting power that they are going to need, the best hosting company to go with, because you have to be very careful if you're going to have a platform like that. A lot of people are going to be on it. The server is going to be loaded, so you have to be very careful. So I would advise them about that on the best team, free team versus paid team and stuff like that. I had up a gig, and you have to use, when I learn skills or when I do a project and I learn something new while doing that project, I also offer that as well. Because I remember I was building website for myself, and I had that free team, and I was seeing powered by WordPress at the bottom, and I was like, everybody come here, they're going to see this. So I went on YouTube and I searched how to remove that powered by WordPress, and I learned that skill. So I went and I offered it on Fiverr, how to remove the free powered by WordPress from your free themes, and when that update, it doesn't come back.
And so when people buy that from you, is that a video that you're sending them, like your video showing them how to do it?
No, I do it. I do it for them.
Oh, you do it for them. Okay.
Yes, I do it for them.
You can also sell a how-to, like I will teach you how to remove the by WordPress on your theme. So create a video once and then sell it over and over for $5.
So true. So true.
Okay. So Shane says, what I do as well is I comment on the content of the transcript and how it has inspired me or something of that sort. And the response is always amazing. So one thing that my business partner, Andrew, has taught us when he's been on lives is he's like, everyone has egos. So stroke the ego of the business owner. Like, wow, your business is so amazing. I'm so honored to work with you. And they're like,
yes,
they love that. And Shane is saying, comment on the transcript and be like, wow, your podcast is so amazing. I'm honored to transcribe it. Don't you think that person's going to hire you every single time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do this a lot in my proposal too. I say I am looking forward to working with you. I really want to work with you. I'm looking forward to it. Or I'm looking forward to us working together to achieve your goals and stuff like that.
Awesome. So Simone has a question. Where do you find the new skills to learn? So that's a two-part question. Let's say she answered that by telling us what she does in a buyer's request. Say that tip one more time.
See what they're asking for.
Yeah.
And learn that skill.
Yep. So you go into the buyer's request section, see what people are looking for, and learn that skill. The other thing is, hey, we always have classes. Take one of our classes and you'll learn a bunch of new stuff. What classes of ours have you taken?
I've done the design
class.
Yes, just coming.
Okay. Didn't you do an affiliate? Did you do the SEO class? With Lorette? No, not yet. Okay. All right.
No. I'm very, very new. I haven't been a month with you guys yet.
Okay. But you have been active. Let me tell you that. Oh, I got a typo there. Our next class that's coming up, guys, our next big class is called the Paid VA. So if you want to learn all the skills to be a virtual assistant, which is a high demand industry, I really recommend that you check us out at thepaidva.com. And I'll put up the phone numbers in a second. Dwight will probably write it for me in a minute. Simone says, I'm planning to take the VA class in November. So that's great, Simone. You will learn a lot of new skills, All right, we have 7 minutes left. Does anyone have a question? If you do, type your question in the chat, in the comment box below. This is your last chance to ask a question. This is your last chance to ask a question. I'll give you guys like 60 seconds to write a question. But before we wrap it up, I want to ask you, what is the best piece of advice you would give to someone who's just starting out and not sure if they can do this? Like sometimes people are like, well, I'm not sure if she can do this. This is why I love to interview people, because they're like, well, if she can do it, I can do it, right? If he can do it, I can do it. I'm interested in his story. So, maybe what I want to do makes sense as well. So how do you tell someone that's not sure that they can do it, that they can do it? How do you motivate them and inspire them to say, yes, I can do this?
Think just answered your own question. If I did it, you can do it too.
Right. So
you just have to have that motivation.
Yeah.
You have to be hungry for it. Be hungry for it.
Yes.
When I just started out, I was hungry, but I wasn't really that hungry because I didn't have any focus. Have a focus. If it's your kids, say you want money to send your kids to college, if it's that house, if it's that car, have something in focus and keep focused on that focus. Because if at any time struggles, because some will go bad.
True.
Trust and believe that something will go bad. But if you have that positive energy and that focus, then you will overcome it. As I said, any obstacles, either go over it or around it. But you have to go. You have to keep moving.
She said any obstacles, either go over it or around it, but you have to go. Pick one, over, around, but you have to go.
But you have to. So and be motivated. Find people, like-minded people like yourself. Leave negative people alone. Oh my God, I can't stress that enough.
Say that again.
Leave negative people alone. Don't. I love to block and delete. Trust me. I will block you. I will delete you. If I find that you are draining my energy, I will try with you. I am very patient. I wanted to be a teacher, just like you. I wanted to be a teacher, but I didn't end up in the classroom. And so I formed my own little thing and I started teaching people. But I will be patient with you. Lakeisha and Sushan can tell you, I will be patient with you. But if I find you're not interested and you're wasting my time, I'm gone. That's it. I'm done, because I don't have time to waste. Freelancing, working, the laptop lifestyle is time. It's time. You can't waste the time. When you waste that time, say for instance you have orders to do. If I'm going to put my orders aside to try with you, that makes no sense if you're going to waste my time. You understand? Because I have my clients that I need to take care of. My business comes first.
That's right.
Business comes first. So if you want motivation, if you want encouragement and stuff, I'll be there to encourage and motivate you. But when you get to the point where you can walk, do something, take action. Don't waste my time.
Be
Don't waste my
responsible for
time.
yourself. You hear how she's learning new skills. You learn new skills, right? You figure it out. Take a course. Go to YouTube. Google it. Whatever you have to do. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself.
Yes, that's very important too. Invest in yourself. The first set of money that I made online, I invested, and when I kept making money, because I would make a few dollars here and there when I just got started out, and how I made that money is, as I said, with ClickBank. What I did is I took that offer and I made a video, a review on YouTube, and I would put that affiliate link in the description. I'd make sure it was on the first or second line that people would not have to click show more, because some people are lazy. They will not click it, so they will not see your link. So you want to make sure your link is visible, and then they would click it, they would go and purchase that, and I would get my money. And that's just it. Find ways, improvise, find ways. There's always a way to do something. And for those who are on Fiverr, this is another tip. For those who are on Fiverr, if you are having problems with your offers, ask for extension, but try and find a way. Go to Google, go to YouTube, talk to somebody. Sometimes Lakeisha will get offers and Lakeisha will contact me when she don't understand it and say, explain this to me. And I will do that. So find somebody, or go to YouTube, go to Google and research, learn that skill. Don't pass up that offer or get a negative review or cancellation that will eat down your ratings and drop your levels on Fiverr. I have been through it. So don't let that happen to you. Find a way. Find a way. There is a way. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy.
Don't be lazy. I can't stand lazy people. I really can't stand lazy people. I'm like, those are the people that get blocked. I can't stand lazy.
And people, tell yourself, let the money be the motivation. Tell yourself, I'm not giving back this money, so I'm going to do this job.
I'm going to do this job, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get it done, and I'm going to make sure that I get it done.
I am not refunding this money. So, yes, I am definitely going to do this job.
I love that. Kel said, I paid for my class today, talking about the VA class. Lacey says, what's the name of your YouTube channel? It's Jamaican Boss Lady, right?
Yes.
Yep, Jamaican Boss Lady. What's been, Carrie's question for you is, what has been your biggest challenge freelancing?
My biggest challenge, maybe not enough time in the day.
Yep.
As I said, I know that there's a way. So I wouldn't say, of course, everybody has challenges, but I don't really think I have a big challenge when it comes to freelancing.
Okay. Let's see. What's the name of your YouTube channel? Dwight says, Alicia, I always hear you talking about this VA class. I'm wondering what it entails, if it takes up a lot of time. I mean, this is work. So work takes up time. It will take up time to learn as well. Your commitment is 1 to 2 hours a night, 3 days a week for 6 weeks. That's what the commitment is. And Dwight, we have a Dwight in our office, and he can help you with that. So Flora Lee says, thanks. I needed to hear that. Go over or go around, but just go. It is. That was a really good quote. Chelsea says, thank you. I'm inspired. Simone says, yes. And social media. I stopped watching TV to accommodate working online and balancing my 9 to 5. Yep. Shashan says, time is money. Chelsea says, laptop lifestyle. Let's see. Ayana says, invest in yourself. Shishan says, I lost my level 1 badge recently. No fault of mine, but it's a learning experience, right?
Absolutely.
June says she's investing in herself. So very good, guys. It looks like that's all the questions that we have for you. So before I let you go, though, we have one more that came in. How long did it take you to build a good client base? Like, how long before you can leave your 9 to 5?
Wow. Well, The story with my 9 to 5, no. I just left.
You just left.
It was draining me. I was traveling from Kingston to Old Harbor every day, and it was really draining. So I actually knew about this was in 2015, 2014, 2015. So I already knew that I could make money online. So I just went back online and I started working for then I started working for Humanatic. So
Okay.
that's where I actually met Sushan and Lakisha
Keisha.
from Humanatic. So
Are you
that's
still on
and
the
I actually own a store. The money I made from online, I actually own a fashion store with that money. So the online lifestyle, the laptop lifestyle, it opens doors.
it
I
does
heard Andrew speak about starting your own business and stuff. I was so pumped up and fired up when I watched Andrew's live because I was like, he's speaking my language. I love having conversation with people like that, speaking business, saying how you can build yourself, uplift yourself, motivate. I love listening to you, Alicia, because you're so like a motivational speaker. I love those things. I get fired up and pumped up and stuff when I have those kind of conversation because I'm always encouraging people, start a business, do something,
something.
especially if you're not pleased with your 9 to 5. I'm not going to tell you to get up and leave your 9 to 5 because you have bills to pay, you may have children and stuff like that. So I'm not going to say get up and leave your 9 to 5, but find a side hustle that you can incorporate with it, and then when you get to the level that it can sustain you, then leave that 9 to 5 and put your all into that new business. And that's your business. Your 9 to 5, it can shut down anytime.
Any,
They can lay you off anytime
any,
and stuff like that. When you have your business, it's your business. And it's okay that sometimes you may fail when you just start out, guys. You may fail, but don't give up. The person that made WD-40, I heard he failed 39 times. So try, and don't give up. It's okay if you fall. Just get up and brush yourself off. And maybe, sometimes I have up a gig, and if I realize it's not getting enough traction and stuff like that, and it's been there for a month or two, I'll say, you know what, either let me pause or delete this and try something else because I'm always learning new skills. So I'll replace that gig with something else.
that's right.
And then I will realize that this is it. It's okay to try new things. I heard Lakisha said she wasn't really into cold calling, but she decided to try it and she's loving it now. It's paying off. So you have to just put yourself out there, put your foot out there, think about things. They normally tell you that go into things, and you know this, Alicia, because you're in marketing. They normally tell you to start things that you're passionate about. I say start things that are in need. I learned how
Yeah,
to
yeah.
do searching. I'm using Google Keyword Planner. You can see the monthly searches on certain keywords and stuff, so you know those things are in demand. And then you go out and you learn that so you can solve that problem. Go to Quora, learn what people are asking questions about, Yahoo Answers, and all those places. So, guys, I hope you're writing this down. So,
I hope you're writing this down, right?
learn what is in demand, and you solve those problems. People have problems. And you solve those problems. We might end up having problems. We might end up having too many clients. So we have to hire people to help us. Everybody has a problem that they need solved. And you find even in virtual assistants and stuff like that, people know they can just go to Google and type in something and a picture come up. Just click on the picture section, download that picture for yourself, but they're going to pay you to do it, and they can do it. I have no problem taking the money. I'll do it. Go back and relax, drink your champagne and stuff like that. I'll do it. That's okay. That's okay. Some
Maybe.
people will want you to call to I mentioned somebody that was on your the other day about fancy hands. The only thing with fancy hands, it's not available to Jamaicans. But I was watching and I was in a course and they were telling you people on fancy hands, they are calling you, set this appointment for me. They're calling you, order these groceries. They're calling you, order a burger, tell them to deliver to the. Why don't you call that place yourself? Like, seriously? And yeah, and the lady said she made I think it was $10. She made $10 to call and order a burger and give them the address. Then she just write back and said your burger is on the way, and that's it, $10. Are you serious? So I'm like, people are willing to pay you to do ridiculous, simple things. But we're not complaining. That's why we're here to deliver. So keep them coming. So the work is out there, guys, and there are billions of dollars out there to be made. You just have to position yourself so that you are in the right place to get some of that money. Money, money, right?
Money, 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 money. And you know what? I thank you so much for doing this interview. You were fantastic. Wasn't she fantastic, guys? Tell her how great she was in the comments below. And while they're writing that, I'm going to say, Shashan said, that's my girl. And it says, I am taking notes. Simone said, I'm taking notes on my notepad. Sandra has given you a thumbs up. Sandra said that she had to stop for a few years freelancing, but she's back with a vengeance, right?
Absolutely.
Right? Shashan says, take your time to transition, my dear. Online life is great. Oh, she's talking to someone else. There's one. Oh, it's Sharika. And Sharika says, my call center job is draining me, but I don't want to leave just yet without having a good client base, but I can barely tolerate my job anymore. I mean, we always recommend that you have your online business set up before you leave your 9 to 5 and you've got a little bit of a
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Kelly,
don't just jump out of it.
Right out. Kelly said, I just left my 9 to 5 and I started working online. You know? So that's great. Chelsea said, you're great. Lacey said, you were great. I enjoyed listening to you. Sandra said, you are a great motivator. Right?
Thank you.
Sounds so easy. Sharon says, thank you. Lobster says, good job. Let's see. Flora Lee says, you're great. Charmaine says, I really enjoyed this interview. Thanks. Simone said, keep the interviews coming. So we will make sure that we do that. Shashan says, you are a superstar. Sharon says, you're awesome. Shane says, good job, Seelya. Right? So, I mean, you're just getting so many. June says, I love it. You spoke directly to me now. Wow. Great interview. Right?
Thank you. Thank you.
Says, awesome, girl. I am motivated to restart my thing. So you definitely motivated and inspired a lot of people tonight. And that's why we're here. We've got a great community of people who are doing their thing online and making money. So thank you so much for joining this live. You know, you were awesome. Everybody loved the content that you gave. And you spoke directly to them, inspiring, motivating, and great actual tips that we can use. And, you know, as we do things, we can do them a little differently after this interview. So you see, guys, how you're learning with every interview, you pick up on some golden nuggets, right? You pick up on these golden nuggets that you didn't expect to hear, and boom, things can change for you. So I look forward to hearing about your success and interviewing you. Yes, those of you listening, you know, you're up for an interview once you're doing some amazing stuff like, oh, I got to turn my head the other way. Like these people over here. Yeah, you know, her right there. See her right there? I'm trying to do that. I don't know if it's working. She's amazing. She's amazing. And so are all the other ladies and gentlemen that we've interviewed. So, guys, I want to thank you for showing up, because showing up shows that you're interested and addicted to learning like we all are. And so if this is your first live, welcome. I hope that you're now addicted. And I really look forward to the other interviews that we have coming up. Les, I know that you will be on all those interviews, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I encourage all of you to do the same. I will see you on the interview. Thank you so much. Shashan says, I always leave with little nuggets. Kamiar says, you motivated me to push more. Isn't that nice to hear? Brian said,
absolutely,
about this, a part of this family. Samir Lemon said, great motivation. I love this live. Yes, they love you. Sharika says, this is awesome. So thank you guys so much for showing up, because we do these lives and interviews for you to help you grow, expand, and multiply your online business. This is Alicia Little signing out. See you guys on the next live. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, and if you want to take a class that you can learn some more skills, you know I've got my class coming up. It's the paidva.com. We are taking students from anywhere in the world because you're taking your class online, which is the great part about it. You'll learn video editing, animation, transcription, phone call, social media, graphic design, and so much more. I will see you in that class. Just type in thepaidva.com and head on over to that website. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank our special guest who did an amazing job on this interview. She is truly blessed, aren't you?
Amen. Amen.
Amen. On that note, guys, talk to you later. I will see you on the next live. If you have any questions, check us out
Bye,
at
guys.
paidva.com or call our office. But bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye.